Morning students. In the previous class, we already discussed about the various type of periodic tables made by various scientists such as Debonnier, Newland, Mendeleev, and about the modern periodic table. Today, we will discuss about the most important portions for your board exam, that is our periodic properties and periodicity. At first, we should know about periodic properties, what is periodic property and what is periodicity. Periodicity is that property of an element by which we can get the repetition of properties after certain interval. Periodicity is that property of an element by which we can get the repetition of properties after certain interval. And what is our periodic properties? Periodic properties are that property which vary across a period and down a groove, and after certain interval it should repeat. What is our periodic property? Periodic property are that property which vary across a period and down a groove and repeat after certain interval. In your syllabus, there are various periodic properties such as number 1, atomic radius, number 2, ionization potential, third, electron affinity, fourth, electronegativity, 5, metallic character, 6, non-metallic character, and 7, chemical reactivity. There are 7 periodic properties: atomic radius, ionization potential, electron affinity, electronegativity, metallic character, non-metallic character, and chemical reactivity. Students, either you take the screenshot of this or you just note it in your copy, because these are very important and without note you will forget the total thing. You note it down. I think it is complete, and I write the other properties. And at first we should discuss about the atomic radius. At first we should discuss the atomic radius. What is atomic radius? Distance from the center of the nucleus to the outermost cell. The distance from the center of the nucleus to the outermost cell is known as our atomic radius. Is known as our atomic radius. If we consider any atom, and if this is our nucleus, this is first cell, this is second cell, this is third cell, then what is our outermost cell? This is our outermost cell, and the distance from the center of the nucleus to the outermost cell, this is known as our atomic radius. If we consider this is the center of the nucleus and this is our outermost cell, then the distance from the center of the nucleus to the outermost cell is known as our atomic radius. If we consider a diatomic molecule, if this is one atom and this is another atom, this is the center of one atom, this is the center of another atom, and if we join these two, let this distance is our r, then r by 2, that will be equal to our atomic radius. So what is atomic radius? Either from the center of the nucleus to the outermost cell, or the arithmetic mean of the distance of the two radius. If it is the total distance is r, then r by 2 will be equal to the atomic radius, and here this r is the atomic radius. Now, as soon as we read about the periodic properties, then we should read another thing also, how it vary across a period and down a group. How it vary across a period and down a group. If we consider period 2, in period 2 there are lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. This is our second period. What is period? Period means, period represent the number of cells present. In case of lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, in all these there are two number of cells. In case of lithium, if this is the nucleus, थोड़ा सा बड़ा ले लीजिए, here the number of electrons 2 and here the number of electron 1. If we consider beryllium, this is the center of the nucleus, here the number of electron 2, here also the number of electron 2. In case of boron, now here carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. These are our lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. Here what we see, in all these atoms there are two number of cells, and here we see the number of electron increase from left to right in the same cell. For that, the atomic radius either it should be equal or it should be higher from left to right, but practically what we see that it decreases from left to right across a period. And here we see lithium, beryllium, size of beryllium is less than lithium, size of boron is less than beryllium, size of carbon is less than boron. Like this is decreasing in nature. Atomic radius will decrease across a period from left to right. This is very important question for board exam. What is the cause behind it? Question may come, atomic radius decrease across a period, explain. Atomic radius decrease across a period, give reason. It is very important question for board exam, and there you should write the answer in brief and to the point. There should be two number of points. Point number one, if we go across a period from left to right in a certain period, then the number of cells are fixed and the number of electron increase in same cell. If we go across a period from left to right, then the number of cells are fixed and the number of electron increase in same cell. That is point number one. Point number two, effective nuclear charge increase. Point number two, effective nuclear charge increase. Here two number of cells, but in the valence cell the number of electron is only one. If we consider this one, here also the number of cells are 2, but in the valence cell, in the outermost cell, the number of electron is 2. Here in the outermost cell, the number of electron is 3. In case of carbon, number of electron is 4. So number of electron increase in same cell. As a result, effective nuclear charge increase, and as soon as the effective nuclear charge increase, then the attraction in between nucleus and outermost cell also will be increased, and the atom will be squeezed out. As soon as the attraction in between the nucleus and outermost cell increase, then the atom will be squeezed out. As a result, the atomic radius will be decreased. On the other hand, if we go down a group, then the number of cell increase, and as soon as the number of cell increase, then the atomic radius also will be increased. So from here we can come to a conclusion that atomic radius increase down a group and decrease across a period from left to right. I think this is clear to all of you. You just take the screenshot or note it down. By this example, you can understand the actual thing, the atomic radius, how it decreases across a period. Now I come to the next point, that is ionization potential. Ionization potential. But the definition is very important. Definition is the minimum amount of energy required to remove the most loosely bound electron from an isolated in its ground state is known as ionization what I am saying, the minimum amount of energy required to remove the most loosely bound electron from an isolated gaseous atom in its ground state is known as ionization potential. Student, every point is very important for board exam, because in case of ICSC examination, always you take care that there are some key words, and if in your answer the key word is missing, then you will get a big zero for that. So for that, keyword is very important for board exam. The first keyword is minimum amount of energy required. Always you should remember that the minimum amount of energy required. If you give a packet of energy at a time, electron will come out, no doubt. But there we are unable to get the ionization energy. For that, what we will do? we will give energy in a small packet of form, and the amount of energy by which the outermost cell electron will come out, that energy we will only consider as ionization energy. To remove the most loosely bound electron, another point, most loosely bound electron means the outermost cell electron, that is the loosely bound electron, from an isolated gaseous atom. It should be isolated, that should not form any compound with any other else, and it should be in gaseous form, not in solid, not in liquid. This is very important. Always we should consider isolated state, and this substance should be in gaseous form. And the fourth point is our ground state. Ground state, unenergized state. If we consider any atom which is already energized state, then the actual energy which is required to remove the outermost cell electron, we are unable to calculate. So for that, atom should be unenergized state, that is in ground state. So these are the various keywords in case of ionization potential, and I think that it is clear to all of you, and how it varies across a period and down a groove, and what questions may come from this ionization potential we will discuss in the next class. Okay, beta, thanks a lot.